Hey, it's Nate with another piano tutorial. Today I'm doing I'm So Tired by the Beatles. This is one of my favorite Beatles songs to play and sing, and it's really simple to learn. The first verse is gonna sound like this. I'm so tired, I haven't slept a wink. I'm so tired, my mind is on the blink. I wonder, should I get up and fix myself a drink? No, no, no. So we've got the chords here, and the song is in 4/4 time, so each one of those measures gets 4 counts, kind of a fast 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's start out with that A chord, A major. We've got an A, C sharp, and E. This is middle C right there, by the way, so you get the octave, and an octave lower with my left hand first finger. I am just doing an A single bass note like that. For the G sharp chord, which is a really interesting choice here by John, we've got a G sharp, a C, and a D sharp, and then with my second finger I'm doing a G sharp bass note here. Notice every single note I played with the A just moved down a half step. Nice chromatic movement there. Okay, next up we've got a D major. So in the left hand I'm going to come down to a D bass note. I am going to do an inversion in the right hand on the D chords. So it's going to be A, D, and F sharp there. I'm going to do a few inversions in my arrangement because it flows a little better and sounds closer to the guitar voicings from the recording. If it's harder for you to visualize, if you're new to piano and you're more comfortable with root position chords, you could totally do the D chord like that. Finally, for this line, we've got an E7. So stepping up to the fourth finger here for the E bass note, and then I've just got G sharp, B, and D here. And I like first, second, and fourth there for the fingers. Let's try that whole line and let's start adding a little bit of rhythm. Like I said, we're in a fast 1, 2, 3, 4 feel. And I'm gonna hit the right hand chords on every first count and every third count, 1 and 3. So the first line will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The next line is really similar. We're just doing an F sharp minor instead of that G sharp major. Now that is a really smooth transition from the A because the bottom two notes here are the same as the bottom two notes of the F sharp minor. I am gonna switch my second finger to the C sharp and then just put my fifth finger up on F sharp here, and I'm using my third finger for the F sharp bass note. Of course, you could do root position. I think this sounds a little better, and it's really smooth, like I said. It's also really smooth getting to this D. Same D we did before, but just notice from that F sharp minor, the only thing that needs to change is that middle note. I'm so tired, my mind is on the blink. I'm gonna add a little bit more rhythm still in the left hand. This is optional, but I'm gonna start doing some hits on beat 4 of the measure. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can keep it simple or add a little bit more energy with that left hand. Okay, one more line here. We got the A. Now we've got this E augmented. Sounds like that. This is, of course, an inversion. It's sort of like an E major chord, but the top note is sharped, and we're doing it in an inversion. So from the A, you can keep your pinky on the E, and just these two notes move down a half step. It's one of the best uses of an augmented chord in any song I've ever heard. It just sounds so right. Then we've got an F sharp minor, same way we did it before. And then for this D minor 7, it's gonna sound like that. But check out all that needs to happen. Of course, we need the left hand bass note to go down to the D here. In the right hand, we're gonna keep the thumb on A. Both of these two sharps just move down to the white notes below them. And then we're on that D minor 7 for 2 measures. 2, 3, 4. And that's really all you need to know to start playing and singing this verse. I'm gonna give you a few more advanced details here to really bring it to life if you want. So one is the kind of walking bass line that anticipates the start of the song, and it also anticipates sort of restarting the verses as well. All I'm doing there is just stepping up E, F sharp, G sharp, to get to the A where the verse starts. And you can kind of imagine the count off measures like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's on beat 2, 3, and 4 of the final count off before the song starts. So I'm going to be using that throughout. There is also a little bit more walking bass stuff that Paul does between the different lines of the verse. This, I think, is more optional, and it's harder to pull off if you're also trying to sing and play the chords at the same time. But there's two versions of it I hear him doing. Both happen just with hits in the left hand on every single one of the 4 counts in the measure of E7 at the end of the first or second line. You can either do E, E, F sharp, G sharp. I'm so tired, like that. Or sometimes he does. So 1, 2, 3, 4, just stepping up E, F sharp, G, back down to E, land there. Like I said, I think that's really optional. I might throw it in my cover in the second or third verses. There's one more optional detail I want to give you before we move on to the chorus. There's this little high descending organ part in those sections that really catches my ear. I think the easiest way to evoke it would be to do the D minor 7 the way we've been doing it, but then in the second measure, hit the B with your second finger instead of the C. And then for the final hit, just have no middle note at all. So it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that sounds really cool. What would sound the most accurate, but is also the hardest to do, would be to invert the right hand on this D minor 7 all the way up to do that. So really you're doing octaves in your right hand, and with your second finger you can do the F. And then you can just climb down that way with the top notes. C, B, A. And there is some variation. Sometimes it goes like that. Or you could just go immediately stepping down and then just doing the fourths there for the last one. So there are 3 times this happens in the song. I'm just going to keep it super simple for the first, and then I'll do the slightly harder and then the hardest for the second and third verses, just so you can see and hear the different options, but you can just pick whichever one feels best for you. Real quick, I just want to say, if you're enjoying this tutorial, give it a like and subscribe to my channel. While you're at it, click the bell so you know when I put out more videos like this one. And if you want to learn how to take your chord-based piano playing to the next level with cool rhythms, inversions, arpeggios, find more freedom in your playing, check out my course, Piano Chord Breakthroughs. Okay, so we actually only have one other section to learn here, and that is the chorus. That's of course going to be the "You'd say I'm putting you on, but it's no joke," doing that sort of chunky, bluesy guitar feel, translating it to piano. So here's the chords for that. We've got 4 measures of A. We're going to do the A just like we've been doing it kind of at its core. I'll show you that sort of bluesy thing in a sec. But in the left hand, I'm just going to do fifths. So rather than the single bass note, I'm basically going to make the chord shape that the right hand's doing, but only play the outside notes. Now, for the E, I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to come down here. So it's going to be the exact same shape as the A chord. It's a root position E chord, E, G sharp, and B. And in the left hand, I'm doing the fifths yet again. Looking ahead to the next line, the only other chord we need here is a D. And I am going to do it root position, so same shape instead of that inversion. And once again, I'm just doing those outside notes, the D and the A, like that. So easiest thing to do here would be to just hit this and just kind of groove on it on every single count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. To get that feel, you want to emphasize 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And of course you would do that same feel on the E and the D. I'm just going to play and sing through this chorus once with this bare bones approach so you can see the structure of it, and then I will show you how to do those things. Just notice that the D only lasts for 2 measures in the third line, then it's going to go to that A, and it's actually just going to hit that A once. Notice then we have a measure where it says NC, that stands for no chord. So you hit the A and then you count out the rest of those 2 measures in silence, but you still want to make sure it has the same number of counts. You'd say I'm putting you on, but it's no joke. It's doing me harm, you know I can't sleep. I can't stop my brain, you know it's 3 weeks. I'm going insane. You know I give you everything I've got for a little peace of mind. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Then you would go into the verse, or of course you could do the peace of mind. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Like that. Okay, so if we want to do the full guitar part here, we're going to switch back and forth between the A like this and having the top note be an F sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first half of the measure is like that, second half like this. A few different options here. You could just do the full thing with the left hand. Of course, we're not doing the middle note, we're just moving the top note up. It also sounds pretty good to just hold the left hand and only have the right hand do it. Do whatever sounds better to you. I'm going to do the full thing though. So of course you'd say, I'm putting you on, and so forth. Then we get to the E. It's going to be shaped the same way. We're going to come up to the C sharp. Can't sleep, I can't stop my brain, you know, it's 3 weeks. I'm going insane, you know, and then we're going to do the same thing with D, but just the way the pattern of black keys works out, that higher note is going to be a white key. It's just going to be B. Give you everything I've got for a little peace of mind. And there we have it. After that chorus, we go to another verse, just like the first verses. Then we have another chorus. And that last chorus is the same thing, slight difference in the vocals. But when we get to that last line, give you everything I've got for a little peace of mind. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give you everything and it repeats 3 times. Well, in total, it does it 3 times. So 2 extra times from what we did in the first chorus. And then peace of mind. We're just going to end on an A like that. And then the song is over. All right, thank you for watching. I'm now going to do a full cover so you can see how all these parts fit together. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a request down in the comments. Okay, here's my version of I'm So Tired. I'm so tired, I haven't slept a wink. I'm so tired, my mind is on the blink. I wonder, should I get up and fix myself a drink? No, 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 I'm so tired, I don't know what to do. I'm so tired, my mind is set on you. I wonder, should I call you? But I know what you would do. You'd say, I'm putting you on, but it's no joke. It's doing me harm, you know, I can't sleep. I can't stop my brain, you know, it's 3 weeks. I'm going insane, you know, I give you everything I got for a little peace of mind. I'm so tired, I'm feeling so upset. Although I'm so tired, I'll have another cigarette and curse Sir Walter Riley. He was such a stupid get. You'd say